Free living project, free energy. Thing you have to understand is energy is free. Energy is everywhere. The energy that people refer to when it comes to free energy is specifically electricity. Electricity are electrons. That's all it is. Electricity is just electrons flowing, going from one location to another. They start off in the atom, because as you can see, in the atom has electrons, protons, and neutrons, and we're trying to use the electrons. So we separate the electrons from the atom, run it through a system to have it do stuff that we want it to do, like run our smartphones and stuff like that, right? And then either A, put it back into the atom, or let it be released into the atmosphere, right? Through heat, because that's what heat is. It's just electrons escaping a system. That's how light bulbs work. That's why your smartphone gets hot, and your laptops, and that's why a piece of technology gets hot. It's because it's releasing the electricity through heat. And of course, it's going to mix with the air, right? And the atoms in the air. And then just keep the cycle going over it. That's all it is. Electricity is just the flow of electrons. So everything has electrons, right? Every atom. We're made of atoms. So we're electricity. Our hair has electricity. Water has electricity. This is why you can take water, put some salt in it, put a copper nail and a zinc nail into that cup, attach an LED or some type of piece of technology, right, that you want to power with electricity, and you'll produce electricity. You could take a lemon, stab a copper and a zinc nail, attach a light bulb, right, a LED, and bang, power. The reason why is because there's going to be a flow of electricity. Rephrase that. A flow of electrons that's going to be moving. It's going to go from one thing to another, from the copper to the zinc. That's the main thing, right? From the copper to the zinc. The water with the salt they call it an electrolyte, because the electrolyte, electricity, electron, right? The idea is to cause the electrons to flow from the copper to the zinc. And when you're having electrons flow, what do you get? Electricity, because that's what electricity is, just the flow, the movement, the transfer of electrons. That's all it is. So once you understand that basic fundamental of electrons and what electricity is, then you know electricity is everywhere and electricity is free. People's mindset is, well, I'm paying an electric bill, so electricity ain't free. It is free. You're not paying for electricity. You're paying for somebody to let you use their supply of electrons. That's all you're paying for them to send it to you, to deliver to you the electrons that they collected. And they collected it from where? Everywhere, because it's everywhere. The fact that you don't collect your own electrons, you don't collect the electrons that's around you, the electrons in the air, the electrons in a cup of water. The fact that you don't do any of that, well, you don't have free energy. You have access to it, you just don't use it. That's the difference. You don't use it. You expect somebody else to give it to you. Oh, I need electricity for my phone. Somebody give it to me. That's why you pay electric bill. So somebody can give you electricity. But you can literally get it yourself. We literally have, go to my website, you can go on Amazon and there's literally things you can buy. Literally. There's things you can buy that gives you this electricity, where you can get the electricity yourself. For example, I like to promote specifically these solar power banks, because you're going to use the power of the sun. You're going to convert the photons into what? Electrons, right? You're going to convert sunlight into electricity. And you're going to use that to charge your phone, and that's what I'm doing. I'm charging my phone right now while I'm making this video with my solar power bank, because it's already charged. So I'm going to transfer those electrons from the power bank to my phone. Right now, I don't even have the lights in my room on, right, in my office. I have my LED light bulb that can be charged with a power bank, which I already did. So that's why I'm using the power from there. So there's free energy right there. free energy in my power bank. So I ain't paying nobody except for when I bought these things, right? The phone and the power bank and the LED light bulb, right? I only paid one time to have these 3 items. And I've been using these 3 items for over 2 years now, since I bought them. Y'all keep paying for electricity because you're not doing anything to collect it yourself. You're relying on somebody else to give it to you, so that's why you're paying. You're paying for someone else to do the work for you. Just like when you pay a mechanic to fix your car, or have somebody, fix your toilet when it's not working. You can't do it yourself. Literally, you can go on YouTube and learn how to do it yourself. You can go on TikTok and learn how to do it yourself. You can fix anything you need to know. You can get it on the internet. Y'all just don't do that. That's the thing. Y'all don't make a habit of going on the internet to get smarter. If anything, you go on the internet to complain about life is hard. Why isn't everything free? Well, newsflash, everything is free. You just rather pay for it because you don't got the common sense to be like, why don't I make my own electricity? Or I should say, collect my own electricity. Why don't I grow my own food instead of going to the supermarket to go buy it? Right? Why go rely on them to have what I need, the fruits and vegetables that I want, right? Should be eating healthy, by the way. But the point is, like, why don't you grow your own tomatoes? Why don't you grow your own lettuce and tomatoes, right? Make your own salad, right? I'm just saying that there's things you can do to make your life easier or cheaper, right? And like I said, on my site, we have the tab for the free energy or electricity, whatever you want to call it. Solar power is one way of going about it. We also have the ability to go with water, use water to create power. For some reason, the site's not looking right. Let me refresh that. Like I said, you don't need much to make your life cheaper and better. There's literally, like I said, there's YouTube videos. You can use water to collect energy, wind power. You can use hand cranks, induction. You can use a speaker to create energy. You can use dirt. You can do earth batteries, right? You can collect energy from the ether, right? Because energy is everywhere. And capacitors, because you need somewhere to store it. That's the thing about electricity, is storing it. That's why power banks are nice. Supercapacitor batteries where you can charge it. You just need ways to charge it, right? That's where the water charging thing comes from. That's where the solar panels come from. The list goes on. Things you can do. There's ways to collect electrons, to move the electrons to a battery or a capacitor to hold it. Ironically, a battery is just a capacitor that has chemicals in it that releases the electrons, and then it stores it inside the walls of the battery. That's all a battery really is. It's just a self-charging capacitor. The fact that rechargeable batteries exist and most people don't even use rechargeable batteries is just mind-blowing. And then on top of that, there's LED light bulbs, and most of y'all don't use that, even though they use way, way less power. So you'll save so much on electricity. So go check out the site, get educated, be free.